Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Thank you so much for being here today. 60andMe is a community of women who are aging beautifully, we're over 60 and still enjoying makeup, skincare, beauty products. And I do product reviews and tutorials on makeup products that I think are going to be of interest to older, more mature skin. And I try different products that are across the spectrum from drugstore to high end. But today I'm going to focus on a drugstore brand, which is Flower Beauty. Now, you may have heard of Flower Beauty. It was founded in 2013 by Drew Barrymore, who is an actress, and of course now she's moved on to amazing beauty line with Flower Beauty. And the products are, in my opinion, affordable. They are cruelty-free. They are not tested on animals. They're just very natural and complementary products. They're not meant to hide anything. And in fact, I love her mantra. When you get a box, I ordered a box of things from Flower Beauty, and it comes and says, "You are already beautiful. Now let's play." Which I think is a great way to look at makeup. Now, you're looking at 72-year-old skin. This is one of my challenges. I've got dry skin. I have got age spots. I've got wrinkles and jowl issues. All kinds of things just happen when you get older. And I am totally at peace with that. I love my body. I love my face. I'm glad I'm alive still on this planet. I'm so blessed. But I wanted to talk to you today about Flower Beauty. I'm going to experiment with products. I've got most of the things that you would need for a full face. I did do my eyebrows. I used my Maybelline Tattoo Brow. And the reason I use that is because it's kind of hard to apply with my phone in front of me. So I did my eyebrows first, but that's all I've got on. I've got a cream on. It's not a primer, but it's a cream that I'm just testing out at the moment, and I'll tell you about it. I'm going to use it for another few weeks, and then I'll reveal to you what it is, because I have I was going to say high hopes, but I also have this very intriguing attitude to the promises that were made about this cream, and I'm just going to give it a try. So I've got that on as a primer, and let's get going. So the foundation that I've chosen to use by Flower Beauty is called Light Illusion. Now, Light Illusion is, I believe, their latest foundation. There are others on their website, but this one is a medium to full coverage, and I like it. I used it one time, and of course, that's not really enough to get a feeling for it, but it's got a nice pump, and it's in a glass bottle, so it's a beautiful package. And again, I think the price on this was about $12. So I'm not going to go through all the prices and so on. I'll leave the details in the section below so you can check it out on Flower Beauty. They also sell through Ulta, and in the UK they sell at Superdrug exclusively. So there's lots of places to pick this up around the world, and many of you probably are using Flower Beauty. And if you are, please tell me what your favorite products are. I've chosen ones that I think are going to be interesting. So let's start by applying the foundation. I'm going to use a couple of squirts here on my hand. It's not a runny foundation, as you might expect from a medium to full coverage. So I'm going to apply that. I'm going to use a brush, just dot my skin with it, and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to use this IT Cosmetics brush. I like it for foundation, and it's got a concealer brush on the other end, which is great. So here's the way it applies, and I actually think it's really nice. The color seems a good match for me. This is a Cool L Cool. I'll leave the details below for you. But that is the first fairly light application. I've still got quite a bit on my hand here. And I'm going to do something today. I was going to chat with you about it all separately, but I'm going to avoid my under eyes with foundation, because I've made a couple of changes to the way that I apply foundation and makeup, and I want to share that with you. But I'm not putting anything under my eyes in terms of foundation. And let's just get this makeup applied. Now, what do you think? I should have put that over my eyebrows. A little bit on my eyes. Go back over my eyebrows in a sec. Okay, so I'm trying to avoid under eyes. All right, so that's the foundation. Now, I've actually got a little bit left on my wrist here, so I'm on my hands. So I'm going to just apply a little bit down this side, down into my neck, and a little bit on this other side here, avoiding that kind of wrinkly line there. That doesn't need a lot. My T-zone isn't oily, so that should be okay. All right, so that's the foundation. I'm gonna take a quick look in my mirror to make sure I've got it evenly applied. Now that little age spot, which I always kind of look for, is not completely covered, but I didn't expect it to be, but it's got a very beautiful finish. I think it's got a nice glow, and it went on very easily, and I like it. I like their foundation a lot. That's the Light Illusion. Now this is, the next product is something that is getting a lot of press and coverage, and that is their concealer, Light Illusion Concealer. Now when I first got this concealer, I had just purchased some Candid concealer, lots of promises about how wonderful that was. And I thought, it's just not doing what I wanted it to do. It was just too dry. But this one, Light Illusion by Flower Beauty, this is in the color, I think it's in light. I'm just going to check, where's my magnifying glass, but I'll put all the details in the section below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on this age spot. Actually, I can't even see it now. It's there. Tap it in, and another one up here. And you can see how that goes on. It's a little bit lighter than my foundation, but I actually think it's okay if you press it in with your fingers. And then I'm going to take my the concealer and put a tiny bit underneath my eyes, but not very much, just on that sort of low part there. And just use my, instead of using a foundation brush, I'm going to just press it in with my fingers. Now, I've also started using a color corrector on my eyes. It's one by Pixie. There's a lot of them. They're kind of a salmon color, a lot of peach colored color correctors. And they are actually very good if you've got dark circles under your eyes. That isn't my problem. I just have, well, I do have a few, but I just have really wrinkly skin, and it's just part of my age. So I just tap this in just to get that little bit of a glow and brightening under my eyes. And I think that worked really, really well. That's the Light Illusion Concealer from Flower Beauty. Okay, now on my eyes itself, I'm going to put something which is not a Flower Beauty product, but it's one of my holy grails. It is a concealer by Mario. It's an eye prep. And I don't know about you, but my eyes have started to get like little, the coloration is like a little dark, and I can just put eyeshadow on over top of that, but I prefer to put a really nice eye prep, and this one by Mario is amazing. I've spoken to you about it before. It's got 2 concealers and powder, which I don't use, but I'm just going to dab some of the lighter of the 2. In fact, I blend them together and put them on my eye. Put it on my eye. And it's a bit heavy and waxy, but I'm going to do something with my eyes today that I want to have a little bit of evenness on my eyes, because I've kind of given up on the idea of putting eyeshadow in the crease of my eyelid and then up towards my eyebrow. I just decided I don't like it anymore. It just looks too, my skin is not smooth enough, in my opinion, to make that look effective. The colors, instead of getting shaded as they should, one color on top of another, they just seem to blend together. And it's just, I'm just trying something a bit different. So I put that on first. That's my Mario eye prep. Now, the next thing I'm going to do on my eyes is I'm going to use my Kiko brand. It's a eye cream, but it's like almost like a brightener. You can see how it is. I'm going to just use that all over my eye. I didn't see anything in the Flower Beauty line that worked exactly the same way. They do have one I'll show you in a second, which is like a tint, but it just to me was a bit too, the colors were a little too dark. I wanted something very neutral. But go out to the Flower Beauty website. You'll find, honestly, there's a lot of beautiful products there, and I think you'll always find something that's right for you. They've got a range of eye shadows and products, and they're really lovely. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyes first today. They have a lot of different eyeshadow products, and a couple of them were palettes with maybe, I think it was 12 or so colors in it. I did not like those as much. I bought one, and it was so powdery and hard to blend that I didn't use it. So I decided instead to just do what I've done there with a very simple kind of glow on my cheek, on my eyelids, using a cream product. I'm going to put a little teeny bit more on there now that I'm looking at it in the light. Just a bit more. And bring it right up under the eyebrows. And just use like a cream eyeshadow product of any kind. I've got some others that I use too, but this one worked for me for this particular use. And then I use the product from Flower Beauty called Jungle Lights. This is such a cool palette, in my opinion. It's got 6 colors. And they are all sort of a sheeny, sparkly color, but they're not over the top sparkle. There's no glitter or anything on them. They're just shiny polish products. And I'm going to use a blend of the pink, which is here, and the purple. I'm just going to play with those and see what happens, but I am not going to put them up high on my eyes. I'm going to keep it just on my eyelids and let the eye cream do the rest. So I'm going to just use my fingers. This is the easiest way to apply any eyeshadow. I'm going to use my mirror and just put it on here. Now this, I think, is a really pretty eyeshadow. This is the Flower product, beauty product, and I just think that's lovely. It's so simple, and you don't need very much of it, but I'm just not bringing it up high on my eye. I'm just going to use it on the lid. Just a teeny bit more. Now, I think if you get a brush, a fluffy brush, you can just smooth that out on your lid. But again, I don't know. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of people doing eyeshadow applications for older women and, using the whole thing going up to your eyebrow. And I just, for some reason, just felt like making it really simple with this. It's part of the Flower Beauty, sort of strategy too. And I'm going to take a little bit of that purple and just put it, maybe I'll just use my finger since I've started using finger, and just put it on the edge, on the outside edge, just on the lid, not up high at all, and just blend that together. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's really, really lovely. And that palette was, I think, it was less than $10. And I'm going to just do that side the same way, using a fluffy brush. And just bring it in and blend it with that pink. But you'll see I just think it's a kinder look for me. I mean, my eyes are, quite large, and I think the lids have got enough to work with, so I'm just going to keep it at that. I might use a teeny bit more of that little pink. I really love that on the inside. Let's just do this one more time. And I've worn this actually for, for a day without, any fallout or any, crumbling at all. It really lasts a long time. Even though right now it looks kind of sparkly and like it's just going to, fall off any minute. But it's so delicate, but beautiful and strong. So that's the Jungle Lights palette from Flower Beauty. I really, really like. And that actually is all I'm going to do with my eyes except for mascara. And I'm going to use their mascara. It's called Warrior. There's another word under there. Princess. Warrior Princess. That's me. I'm a warrior princess. And it's got a beautiful, this is the Flower Beauty mascara. Again, all the details will be below. It's got one of those hourglass kind of brushes, not so chubby as the L'Oreal that I always use, but I really like it. It's a nice shape and longer than the L'Oreal. And I'm going to just pop this on my eye. Oops, I just noticed something. See, I just noticed something as I did this. Even though I didn't put any eyeshadow on my eyes, it reflects up. And so you don't need to just, put a lot of powder on that above the crease. So I'm going to, that's interesting. I never noticed looking in this mirror. And the eye mascara. This is actually a very nice mascara. I'm going to put one on one eye so you can see it. And then see the difference it makes. I'm not using any liner. I'm just using the mascara. Can you see? Isn't that nice? I mean, it is actually very, very easy to apply. It's wet, but not super wet. And it's got this kind of, it has a feel to it, like you're pushing it. Where's it going? You're kind of pulling it up with the force of the brush, which is a very nice shape. So I'll just do the other side. Actually, I really like this purple pink eyeshadow. I tried the green too. It's really, really nice. Okay. Am I doing this right? I think so. There is no right way. There's no wrong way. Just have fun with makeup. I love that's what she says, you're already beautiful. Just play. And if you take the attitude with makeup that you're just playing and having fun with it, I think the whole thing just works to empower you and to make you feel good about yourself rather than sort of trying to be perfect and, getting a look that's going to be, taking 20 years off of your face. So that's the mascara. Okay. Now I'm going to do the rest of my face here. I've never done eyes first, and it seems funny to have color with such a strong look on my eyes. But first of all, I'm going to apply a little bronzer. It's the Flower Beauty, it's called Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer. And it is a really lovely bronzer. It's kind of like, it looks like a baked product. And it reminds me of Laura Geller products, but also the color is so Charlotte Tilbury. She's got that, what's it called, Hollywood set, the bronzer and highlighter. And this is the same kind of color, a little darker though. So I need to go a tiny bit lighter if I can find my, my blush brush. So let's just do that, if I can find it. I do have a brush that's really good for blush, and it's right here. My desk is full of product all over the place. Here it is. It's an angled brush. So I'm going to use just a little teeny bit on this section here. Can you see that color forming right away? And I'm going to blend this in with powder and blush, of course, but you get the idea that just if you put a little bit there, it just kind of gives some shape to your face. And then, of course, underneath your chin is always a good idea. It just cuts that line of gels that magically appear. Gravity does its work. And then just a little up here. It's a nice bronzer. It's very easy to work with and to use. Easy peasy. And that's my nose. Okay, so that's the bronzer. Now I'm going to, I think maybe, did I put too much on there? I can't see the light. I think I'll just pop a teeny bit more of my blush, my foundation. Okay, so that's good. Now so the bronzer's on, and then the blush I'm going to use is one of their new products. It's kind of cool. It's called the Gel Crush. This is really, Flower Beauty comes up with some really cool ideas, and this is a lovely one. It's in 2 different colors. This is called raspberry, I think. Raspberry, and the smell is raspberries. I'm not a big fan of scent in products, but I really like this, and it's such a great thing for travel. Remember that? When we get to travel again? So anyway, but it's a really nice product, and I do like it, and I'm going to apply it with a brush. I'll use this one since I used the other one for the bronzer. But see how this goes on? Just stipple it on. It's so, so pretty. Can you see that? Let me bring it up a little bit. Yeah, it's got a bit of color in it. It's definitely got pigment. But I think pink is such a good color for, well, for all ages. But I think older women can wear pink, and it just makes you feel just, you know, glowy. And it's just a very vibrant addition to the face. So that's it. And I know they say not to put too much on the apple of the cheek. Well, who are they? People have mixed opinions about it, but I always put it on the cheek, but bring it up too. I think that's the important thing, is to bring it up higher as well. So that's the blush. Isn't that nice? And it's in a gel format in this beautiful container, and it smells gorgeous. The scent is raspberries. Beautiful. Okay, so let me have a quick look in my mirror to see how that looks. Oh yes, that's pigmented. But it's okay, because I'm going to actually put some powder on. There's some really lovely other products. So 2 other products from Flower Beauty I want to try. One is this, it's called Day Glow, and this is the most unusual product, Day Glow. It's a highlighter, but it's a cream, and it's just so interesting because it's very, very, it sort of reminds me of the e.l.f. Putty primer. It's got that kind of consistency, but when you put it on above your cheeks, can you see that little glow? It's just really, really pretty, and it doesn't you know, sort of beam like, you know, light in the sky, but it gives you a soft edge on the cheekbone, and I think it's really pretty. And I also have started to put a little bit up here under my brow, just to give a little bit of lift there. Can you see the difference? By the way, these products are all affordable. They're drugstore products, and very, very reasonably priced, all under $10, and much less in some cases. So that's, oh wow, that's really nice. I've never actually done it with such a strong eye. I'm just going to make sure it's okay. So there you go. That's that, what they call the Day Glow. And then there's another product, which is the powder, which I'm actually going to do at the very end. I'm going to do my lips first, or next, and then we'll go from there. But I've got a lip liner somewhere that I was going to use, but I decided I'm not going to use lip liner. I'm just going to put some lipstick on. 2 of the ones I bought from Flower were Tiger Lily. This is the Tiger Lily, I think, and this is the Coral Crush. I don't know what the brands are, but I mean the category in there on their website. But if you look for those names, and I'll just show you the coral. Excuse me. This is the this is the coral. It's very, very light color, pinky sort of coral color. And then the other one, Tiger Lily, is a bit darker, more matte, and definitely more pink. So this is the Coral Crush, or Coral Crush and Pink Tiger Lily. I'm going to use Tiger Lily because I think it's going to look nice with the pink look that I have going here. And then I'm going to add my Magic Gloss, which you'll see in a second. So here we go. What I like about it is it's actually more than pink. It's that kind of, it's a rose pink, but it's got a kind of tint of nude color, a brownie color. It's just really pretty. And it feels great. If you've ever used Milani lipsticks, it's got that same kind of luxurious, you know, feeling, that sensuous slip. I can't describe it. It's just got a slippy feeling. Okay. So that's the lipstick. That's the Tiger Lily. I think it's really pretty, and I think it goes with the rest of the look. And of course, nothing is complete without my where are they? Oh, I didn't bring it. It's the Lipster gloss that I was going to use from Maybelline, but that's okay. This is actually perfect as it is. So what else have I missed? Cheeks I've got, lips I've got, eyes. Yes. The final thing is the powder, and this is a beautiful product. There's so many products that say they're finishing powders or setting powders right now. And I have got Hourglass, I've used that. I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury, which is supposed to be amazing, Laura Mercier. But this one from Flower Beauty is called, I think it's just called Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. And so it's a finishing powder. You could probably use it as a setting powder under your eyes as well. But I am going to put it on my face just to sort of, oh, look at the glow on that. You can just see it beautifully. I love it. I'm going to use this just all over my face. And I'm using a big brush. Oh, by the way, there is in this package a space for a sponge. So if you want to use it just without a brush, you can do that too. But I'm going to just put some on my brush and just apply, lightly, really lightly, just kind of brushing gently all over my face. Can you see how pretty that makes it? It just gives you kind of a finish, and it's not matte, it's not heavy, it doesn't take away the radiance of the product, of the foundation and other products you put on your face, but it gives you a nice finish. I really love this. Okay, so what have I loved the most? I love this powder a lot. I do love the concealer, and I do love the foundation. The cheek blush is lovely. The bronzer, yeah, it's okay. I mean, actually, I pretty much like everything I've used today. The only thing I did not like was some of the eyeshadow palette that I didn't use. The Jungle Lights that I've used for my eyes. I don't know, what do you think about this idea, though, of not putting eyeshadow up too high on your lid? Just putting it on the lid and then using a kind of a lighter cream product around it, just to sort of pull it all together. I think it's a really interesting, for me, maybe an interesting tendency or direction that I'm going to go with eye products. I really want to try to simplify my makeup application in the new year. So hopefully this will be an inspiration to you too. I would love to know if you've tried Flower Beauty products. What do you think? Do you like them? Are there any that you would consider favorites or holy grails, ones that you go back to all the time? Have you not tried Flower Beauty but would like to try? All the details are in the section below if you want to play with the on the website. As I mentioned, on Ulta and other places, so you've got lots of choices. Anyway, thank you again for being here, everybody. I hope that you enjoy these makeup tutorials. If you have a beauty product line that you'd like me to have a go at, please let me know, and I'll get a few pieces if I can locally, and order what I can from the States. But I love to try new things, and I especially love makeup brands that are, you know, that are vegan, that are healthy, that are cruelty-free, that are affordable, and that are good for your skin. And just fun. Her products are fun to play with. So have a really wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for being here, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.